The wedding was on a Saturday. Everyone said it was the most beautiful thing they had ever seen. The flowers were white and gold, the music was soft, and Adaeze, standing at the entrance of the church in her mother's lace, looked like something God had taken extra time to create. Daniel could not stop crying. Not the ugly kind of crying, the quiet kind. The kind that comes when a man finally holds something he spent years praying for. They had dated for 3 years. 3 years of long distance, misunderstandings, almost breakups, and late night phone calls that stretched into morning. 3 years of Daniel telling her, Ades, I will marry you. Just wait for me. She waited. And now here they were. You may kiss your bride. The church erupted. That night, in their little rented apartment that they had spent 2 months decorating together, Daniel held her face in his hands and said something she would replay in her head for the rest of her life. 7 days from now, I want you to tell me if marrying me was the right decision. She laughed. Why 7 days? He shrugged, smiling that smile of his, the one that reached his ears. Because by then, you would have seen me eat, sleep, argue, and embarrass myself enough times to know the truth. She kissed him instead of answering. She didn't know then that 7 days was all they would ever get. The first 3 days were magic. He burned the eggs on Sunday morning and blamed the frying pan. She laughed so hard she fell off the kitchen stool. He carried her back up like she was fragile, like she was precious, kissing her forehead with an apology she didn't ask for. Monday, he brought her flowers from the roadside vendor downstairs, the cheap ones, wrapped in old newspaper, and presented them like they were from Paris. Tuesday evening, they sat on the balcony and made plans. Big ones. A house in 3 years, children 2, maybe 3, a trip to Dubai before the year ended. We have time, Daniel said, stretching his arms above his head, relaxed and certain the way only the living can be. We have time, Ades agreed. Wednesday, he got a call from work. Baby, I have to run to the office. Just a quick thing, I'll be back before you finish cooking. She was making his favorite, ofe onugbu with pounded yam, the way his mother taught her during the introduction. Don't be long, she said without looking up from the pot. He grabbed his keys. He kissed the back of her neck. He left. By 8 p.m., the food was cold. By 9 p.m., she was calling his number. By 10 p.m., she heard the knock on the door. It was his colleague, Emeka, and the look on Emeka's face, she would never forget that look for as long as she lived. The way he removed his cap, the way he couldn't find the words, the way his mouth opened and closed like a man drowning. Ada, there was an accident. The pot fell from her hands. She didn't hear the rest. Daniel Okafor, beloved husband, gone on the 7th day, 7 days of marriage. That was all. And now the real story was just beginning, because by Thursday morning, his family arrived, and they did not come with comfort.